Hello everybody, how are you feeling today? I hope I'm not disturbing you, am I? No? Oh, that's great. Because today I want to talk to you about a very interesting topic, which is that these common greetings like how are you doing, how are you feeling today, or I hope I'm not disturbing you, am I? That these common greetings might make us more compliant to requests. So take a look, for example, at the milestone study by Howard, published in 1990 in the Journal of Applied Social Psychology. The title of the study was The Influence of Verbal Responses to Common Greetings on Compliance Behavior, the Foot-in-the-Mouth Effect. In this study, they conducted several experiments in which they tested the effectiveness of an everyday phrase to increase compliance. So they called people by phone and they told them, "Hi, my name is blah 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 and I'm with the Hunger Relief Committee here in Dallas. How are you feeling this evening?" And especially in the US where the study was conducted, people usually respond with, "Great, fine, everything's perfect." And after listening to the response, the requester went on and said, "The reason why I'm calling is that I may be in your neighborhood soon with some cookies and the proceeds will be used to provide meals for the needy this Thanksgiving. We are only asking you to buy one cookie and they are only 25 cents. If we canvass your neighborhood, would you mind if I stopped at your home?" When they had used the common phrase, "How are you feeling this evening?" about 25% said, "Yes, yeah, it's okay." Whereas if they did not ask how the other person was feeling at the moment, the compliance rate was only 10%. So in fact, it seems like that when you ask, "How are you feeling today?" or "How are you feeling this evening?" people become twice as much compliant than usual. But the big question is, why? What is going on here? And one explanation for the foot-in-the-mouth effect is, just like for the more popular foot-in-the-door technique, the need for behavioral consistency. So when you are asked, "How are you feeling today?" and you respond with, "Yeah, great, yeah, fine," just like I said, many people in the US normally do, it's more difficult to say no when you are asked to help more needy people, because you might be viewed as more heartless, as more cruel. On the one hand, you feel great, you claim to feel really good, and on the other hand, you don't want to help other people who are more needy. Well, then you are probably not a good person, are you? Another approach to explain the foot-in-the-mouth effect comes from Aunel and Basil, and in their study, which is named a Relational Obligations approach to the foot-in-the-mouth effect, the study was published in the Journal of Applied Social Psychology. In their study, they claim that when you ask somebody how he or she is feeling, you create a relationship situation which is quite similar to the one that exists between friends. And towards our friends, we feel more obliged and we tend to be more helpful than to complete strangers. So maybe when somebody asks you, "How are you doing today? How are you feeling?" maybe this activates a behavioral script in our brain which tells us, well, he acts a little bit like a friend, so let's treat him like a friend. And to test this hypothesis, Aunel and Basil conducted a study in which they asked 153 students to make a donation to a charity organization. They had 3 experimental conditions. In one condition, people were approached in a standard manner. They were just asked, "Hi, I'm collecting donations for a charity organization. Could you contribute something?" When people were asked in this standard manner, the compliance rate was only about 10%. But when people were additionally asked, "Hi, how are you feeling today?" the compliance rate was already about 26%, so we see the strength of the effect was quite similar to the one in the original study by Howard. And then they had a third condition, which is very important for their hypothesis. In this third condition, they wanted to create an even more closer relationship between the requester and the participant. And therefore, they didn't ask, "Hi, how are you feeling today?" No, they asked, "Hi, are you a student here at our university?" And of course, the students responded, "Yeah, I'm a student here at this university." And then the requester said, "Oh, that's great. I'm a student here. And I'm collecting donations, blah, blah, blah." So you see, they try to create this closer relationship by showing the other person that they are one of the same kind. They are students from the same university. They are somehow colleagues. And when they used this approach, the compliance rate was even higher. It was about 47%. So these results are quite interesting, and they tell us that relational obligations might play a role in the foot-in-the-mouth effect, but they do not really prove that the behavioral consistency explanation is wrong. In fact, these results only tell us that this in-group, out-group approach, telling somebody, well, we are of the same kind, that this approach might be even more successful than just asking, well, how are you feeling today?